Wow, like, this is crazy. This is crazy. I mean, what can I say to you guys? I mean, love is a small word, but it means all the difference. To my professors, before I begin, thank you so much for all that you've done. I came here with a small world in which all my opinions fit very neatly in, and now I have more questions, but it purchased me a bigger world, so thank you. I wrote you guys a letter because I really didn't know what to say, but here we go. Dear senior class, I remember the first time I met you, pulling into Carter Circle with nothing less than an extreme dread and desire to go home. On the way up Ox Highway, my brother told me about how much fun I was going to have and how many friends I had yet to meet. That whole time, I was fantasizing about rolling down the window and throwing myself into oncoming traffic. But is this not where Jesus comes to us, at the limits of ourselves? It is at these limits that he becomes so great and I become so small. I have seen this grace through my life and through yours. My favorite thing about Covenant was seeing your stories unfold before my eyes, watching them grow and deepen each day, each story illuminated by God's loving hand. We have spent these 4 years living side by side through the joy and pain, hope and fear. Today I remember you and say goodbye. I always thought that if I did it enough, it would be easier to say. I was wrong. Though Shakespeare does say, parting is such sweet sorrow, I still can't call it such. Instead, goodbye feels like an enemy, peeling back yet one more layer of security, leaving me as vulnerable as when I came to you, a freshman staring at the lock of a moving car. I have learned so much here. The biggest lesson that I will take away is the awareness that a healthy relationship with God can oftentimes look like more questions than answers, and to never be ashamed of them. It has been a privilege to share my questions with you and to hear your questions in turn, whether inside or outside of the classroom, coming suddenly from deep within your hearts. Know your questions have value. Never stop asking them, even when they feel impossible. Remember that the church was born from a question, from Christ asking his disciples, "Who do you say that I am?" The rock upon which our global community rests was unearthed by the same disciple who misunderstood, contradicted, and even denied Jesus. No matter how big your questions seem, give them to a God who is bigger. Yes, goodbyes are bitter, but even they must come to an end. I do not know what paths you will take, but in Christ, I do know the country to which you are headed. The hands of Christ, which were stretched out for you, now stretch out to you, holding and embracing you. Know that it was never the strength of your faith that saved you, but instead the strength of the God that your faith rests upon. He will stop at nothing to see you home. Today marks your step into Covenant's distinguished past, but the lessons and benefits you have gained here are only the beginning. You leave this place, followed by my prayers and the prayers of those around you. Wait as the resurrection comes. Your questions will bear fruit. Love, Noah.